So, good morning and welcome back to Daily Transfer Update. Today we're going to speak about quite a few players. Before I do that, this video is likely to be out late every single day, unless I get up at stupid o'clock in the morning, because the Wi-Fi situation is null and void. My 4G is irrelevant. I'm up in the mountains, as you can see, so I have to drive to the bottom of the mountain to get 4G. so yeah. Basically, I have to record these videos, drive to the bottom of the mountain and edit it a little bit and then upload them. So yeah, for the next 2 weeks, these are likely to be out past 7 o'clock because I'm not getting up at 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning to do these. So yeah, bear with me for the next couple of weeks and hopefully, I should get a little bit quicker at doing them, but we will see. Right, let's start off with Nicolas Pepe. He's killed Arsenal fans' dreams by coming out and saying that Arsenal have not bid for him, and I think we're all in agreement that it was probably the case in the first place. A couple of French outlets suggested that we had bid £72 million for him, and I was more inclined to believe a French outlet on a French league player than I was a British outlet on a French league player. But you know, I was kind of hoping in the back of my head that we had bid for him. But when you see the figure reported, 72 million. Does make you wonder, especially when our budget's apparently 45 million. So is that his agent putting that story out there just to get a new pay deal, or is he just saying, look, big clubs, he's available, come get him? So yeah, that one seems to be dead and buried, unfortunately. So it don't look like we're getting Nicolas Pepe this summer. And I think, like I said, I think we could all kind of accept at the start of the transfer window he was somebody that we were never going to get in the first place. So yeah, that's finished. Let's move on to Kieran Tierney. Now, yeah, a couple of days ago, we had a bid for £25 million put in. That was the going theme. Everyone was saying that it'd been put in, £25 million. Now today, reports suggest that 25 million has been rejected, despite it being the 25 million that they wanted in the first place. And the reason it's been rejected is because of the add-on situation with it. Basically, they're saying there's too much in add-ons, and they want more of it up front as a lump sum. So, listen, this transfer has gone on for time, all summer, and it's getting to the point now where we're down to the last 20 odd days of this transfer window, and we're still not sure whether we are getting Kieran Tierney. And listen, just it's getting to the point where also it's like, come on, just do it, just get it done. Let's all get it sorted. Let's get a new left back into the club, and let's just move forward into the season. So I want it done as much as anyone else, and I think most people are in agreement that he's a top drawer left back and he'd make a massive impact on our team. So I want to get that transfer done. I think Celtic want to get it done. You know, listen, I know they've apparently rejected 2, 3, 4 bids depending on what outlets you read, but I do think that this transfer is going to get done at some point. It's just a case of when and how much. 25 million is a record transfer out of Scotland if we get that deal done. So look, there's not really much more we as fans can do. Look, we're just sitting here every day hoping and praying that Arsenal break some news that they've signed a player, and it's a player that we're all happy with, and it's a player that, you know, would make our team better. So far, we've only signed Martinelli, as everyone knows, and so far, that ain't good enough. So, you know, if we can get this Tierney deal done, get it across the line, get it finished, and he comes to Arsenal. I know he's currently injured. I know he's going for his rehabilitation for his injury. But if we can get that deal done, that going into next season, whether he's injured or not at the very beginning of it, that is a massive boost for our squad. So, look, I hope we get it done. Celtic, I think, want it done. It's a lot of money to them. It's a quarter of their annual income. It'll be the biggest transfer fee, like I said, out of Scotland. So, yeah, I think eventually this deal will get done, but it's a case of when and how much up front. I think we've got the money to pay all of it up front. I don't think Arsenal want to pay all of it up front. I think they want to do it in instalments, which is fair enough. That's how many transfers work. It's done in instalments over the course of a couple of years or whatever it may be. But Celtic hold the trump card here because he's their player. And if they want 20 million up front, then we're just going to have to pay 20 million up front. So I don't know. I just think that we need to get this done as quickly as possible because it's getting a little bit boring now. Now let's move on to Laurent Koscielny, our club captain that's gone on strike, doesn't want to train, doesn't want to go on a plane. Let's just rename him B.A. Baracus, that'll make it more sense. Yeah, we'll just call him B.A. Baracus from now on. Ain't getting on no plane. but yeah, apparently there's been no solid firm bid for Laurent Koscielny from any of the French clubs involved. Bordeaux, Rennes and Lyon are all said to be interested in him, but not one of them has made an actual offer on him yet. So listen, Laurent Koscielny's got some thinking to do, because he could end up having to do a U-turn, backtrack and tail between legs and try and come back and play out the last season at Arsenal, because if nobody actually does want him, then he's pretty buggered, isn't he? He can buy his contract out all he likes, but if nobody actually wants him, then he's pretty snookered. So I don't know, this is another one I think is going to rumble on for the rest of the transfer window, and it's going to be a case of excuse me, a case of either does as he's told, backtracks, issues a statement and apologises, either buys his contract out and does leave and find another club, or a club come in and actually bid money for him and he goes off to that club. But either way, it's not looking good for him right now, and it's not looking good for the club. Listen, it's not a good look when the club captain goes on strike, is it? Especially when you see all the footage that Arsenal were putting out. The boys over in America, they're all training. They all look like they're having a good time. They look like they're enjoying their training, which is the main thing. And yeah, it's all positive vibes coming out of the camp. And then you've got the one negative, which is him. So yeah, I'm not sure he's going to be leaving, despite the fact that he actually does want to leave. So yeah, we shall see. That's going to go on all summer as well. So let's move on to the very last player we'll speak about today, and that is Dani Alves. Yes, the Dani Alves. Reports today linking him to us and Tottenham. The right back, formerly of PSG, formerly of Barcelona as well. So listen, this guy was, and the word is was, an absolute top-class right-back in his heyday. That heyday is well long dead and buried, and I think that it's a non-starter. Why do we want him? Yes, he'd probably come in and be a bench player. Bellerin's going to be the main focal point at right-back. He's 36 years old, I think. So, listen, he's going to command stupid amounts of money. It's going to be his last contract in Europe, and then he'll probably swan off to America and go and play for Beckham's team or something. But look, I don't want Dani Alves. I think the time is not right to get a Dani Alves at Arsenal. The time to get a Dani Alves at Arsenal is when you've got a team full of winners, and you've had a mass injury crisis at right back, and then Dani Alves is available. So you go, here you go, here's 150 grand a week. You can come in and play for 6 months. And he gets a sustained run of games, does a job for 6 months, and then that is the end of that. But for me, it's a non-starter. Let Tottenham have him. I don't think he'd get enough games at Arsenal to warrant the money that we're going to pay out on him. Hector Bellerin's back in training, in terms of muscle work and stuff like that. I'm not sure whether he is actually back in training. I haven't seen anything of him. So if somebody can let me know in the comment section, that'd be fantastic. But yeah, not for me. I don't think Dani Alves is coming to Arsenal. I don't want him at Arsenal, more importantly, and I don't think Unai Emery wants him at Arsenal. One very quick story I want to end up on, actually, is the Denis Suarez story. Now, Sven Mislintat has apparently come out and said that he was bamboozled and shocked as to why Unai Emery wanted Denis Suarez at Arsenal. And he was so confused by it, it was one of the reasons why he left the club. Now, if that is true, yeah, well, listen, your job's to go and actively seek talent for the future, surely. If we want to get a player in for a quick fix for now, which is what Denis Suarez was, it was quick fix, get him in and maybe buy him for the future, well, surely that's up to Unai Emery. Yes, obviously you have a meeting with your scout and all that, and you come to a decision, but ultimately it should be down to Unai Emery to have the final say on who he wants in the squad, surely. But maybe I'm just reading a bit too much into it, I don't know. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Leave it all in the comments section. Have a wonderful Monday, whatever it is you're doing. I will be back at 5 o'clock this evening doing my live stream, and yeah, I'm going to go and enjoy some sun, some sand and some sea, and I will leave you all in peace. See you at 5 o'clock, peeps. Laters.